We have the tough task of counting down the top 100 video games of all time. We are down to number 96, and our choice is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I'm going to qualify that and say that the reason why Sonic is on this list is because of the first one. Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis was a seminal, fantastic, incredible experience, which spawned a lot of sequels, each of them different degrees of worthiness. But there's a permanence about this character that you cannot refute.
You know, we went back and forth on this one a little bit. You know, the first one is so good.
It's fantastic.
Dates all the way back to 1991, created by a guy named Yuji Naka. Sonic has fallen on hard times since then. So many hard times that if he were a Hollywood star, no one would hire him anymore to star in anything. And yet this guy keeps working in this town somehow.
No! First one really kind of set an interesting tone because although everybody was trying to kind of borrow from Mario in different ways and create lots of cool 2D action adventure exploration type games, Sega wanted to go in a slightly different tack. You know, they wanted to create a character that was incredibly fast, that gave you a lot of freedom across the board. This was a game that had all kinds of depth and detail. You could go underwater and jump into little air bubbles along the way. There was a lot of hidden space. Right from the beginning, Sonic meant a lot of re-exploration, of zipping too fast past the rings, and that dreaded sound of losing all your rings on a spike or some kind of enemy that attacks you. That'll haunt any video game player for the rest of their life.
One of the things that they did a great job articulating with this game was that feeling of flying out of control. And I don't think I'd ever felt that before in a video game. I mean, if you look at the Mario games by comparison, it is all about staying in control of Mario every step of the way. But here, they really kept setting you up for being like a minecart that would just go off on these crazy roller coaster type tracks, and you couldn't stop once you got going. This was a game about physics and about momentum, and this was unlike any experience that I'd had before. I'm afraid I'm going to be saying that phrase a lot as we go through the 100 games here.
Well, that's the truth.
This was also a character that was kind of born out of the console wars. Now we're about to enter a new console war, so it's really relevant for us to be talking about Sonic right now because this was Sega's answer to Mario, as you said, but the difference is Sonic had sneakers and he had attitude.
He was a bit of a badass. He was a little
supposed
saucy,
to be cool.
You know? Yeah, he was cool.
In the rearview mirror, Mario ultimately turns out to be cooler.
Absolutely. Well, here is a look back at some of the Sonic games that we have reviewed over the years.
It looks great, of course, because it's on the Dreamcast, but the camera angles are so wanky. I was getting headaches trying to figure out how to play this game.
Things are happening crazy, crazy fast. Did you like this one?
Well, it was better than the original Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast.
I thought so too.
But, you know, my major issue with this game was still, like in the first game, was the camera movement and the camera angles.
What is wrong with those guys?
What did you think of Sega's brand new Sonic the Hedgehog?
I feel bad for the fans of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Me, if you buy this game, I will slap you. I will slap you in the mouth if you buy this.
I'm talking about the man who will never die, Sonic the Hedgehog.
He looks dead on your shirt.
No, he's still alive.
Okay.
He's still like, nope.
He's
like, not dead.
It's so sad how far he's fallen from that first game. I don't think he's ever made a game
Well, when
as
you
good
run
as the
so
very first
fast,
one.
you fall faster, my friend.
Sonic, you will always live in the green zone of my heart.
Congrats, Sonic, number 96.